Dating a pretty girl and trying to get into a relationship with her versus dating a pretty girl and having her try to get you into a relationship is a completely different experience. Likewise, you can have a long-term relationship with a woman where you and her are kind of 50-50, or you can have a dynamic where you're trying to impress her all the time and hopefully get her to love you as much as you want to be loved. Or you can have a relationship experience where she wants to impress you, she wants to maintain your interest, and she appreciates the fact that you love her and want to be with her. She feels lucky that you have chosen her. So how can you get a pretty girl that you're dating to chase you, really want to be with you, and hope that she gets to be your girlfriend? Number one, let her feel like she is getting to be with you rather than you are getting to be with her. In most cases, if a guy gets to the point where he has sex with a pretty woman that he finds really attractive, then he will immediately begin trying to secure an exclusive boyfriend-girlfriend relationship with her. So she will be in the position where she gets to say yes or no to an exclusive relationship, and he needs to ensure that he impresses her enough to the point where she hopefully says yes. In other cases, if a guy is simply dating a pretty woman and they haven't had sex yet, he will usually be giving her the impression that he's hoping to be chosen by her. He's hoping that she will let him be her boyfriend. For example, if a guy goes on a date with a pretty girl that seems to have gone well, he will often go home feeling excited about her becoming his girlfriend. He will then start texting her sweet messages, asking if he can see her again, and essentially behaving like a guy who is falling madly in love with her and is hoping to become her boyfriend. In many cases, the guy will text and text and text until she eventually friend zones him, even though he could have gotten her into a relationship if he used a different approach. In his mind, he thought that he was using the right approach by showing her how excited he was and how much he was hoping to get into a relationship with her. Now, there's nothing wrong with a guy doing that if he wants to. Right? A guy can do whatever he wants. Yet, if he's dealing with a pretty woman, an attractive woman who is highly desired, then she's going to be used to the fact that most guys instantly fall in love with her and really want to have a relationship with her. She's going to be used to that, and it's not the type of experience she is really looking for when it comes to a relationship. What she is really looking for is to feel like she would be lucky to be with the guy. That she needs to make sure that she impresses him, that she maintains his interest so she can get him into a relationship. When that type of dynamic is established, the woman feels more excited to be with the guy. It's an excited type of love rather than a reluctant type of love. What a lot of guys make attractive women feel is a reluctant type of love. It's a reluctant type of relationship where she is essentially giving the guy a chance. He's getting to hang around her. He's getting to have sex with her. He's getting to be in a relationship with her, and she's allowing that. It's like, all right, she'll go along with it. And that isn't an exciting experience for an attractive woman. It's so typical where the guy is hoping and trying really hard to be able to get her into a relationship with him. Yet what she really wants is to have that feeling where she is getting to be with the guy. She's going to have to make sure that she impresses him, right? That she maintains his interest. Otherwise, she's not going to get to have a relationship with him. The thing is, a lot of guys are able to do that when it comes to women that they're not attracted to, right? A woman that they're not attracted to is showing lots of interest, and he eventually just gives her a chance, right? He thinks, all right, I'll have sex with her for a while. I'll hang out with her for a while. Why not? All right, I'll give her a chance. And she then feels that pressure where she needs to impress him, maintain his interest, build on his interest, and make sure that she doesn't stuff things up. Now, when it comes to an attractive woman, most guys aren't willing to do that, right? They see it as being too risky. What if I stop showing a lot of interest in her and she then loses interest in me? What if I don't text her a lot and she stops texting me and then starts seeing another guy? Then I've lost her. What if I suddenly stop trying to arrange dates and she then goes completely cold on me? What am I going to do then? Well, the way that it works is that prior to getting to sex with an attractive woman, you should pursue her and make something happen between you and her, right? Arrange a date, get to the date, attract her, kiss her, have sex with her on the first, second, or third date, whatever it is, and get that to happen. You've got to get to the point where you and her have had sex. After that, you can then take the foot off the gas pedal, the accelerator. You can let her text you. You can let her call you. In most cases, if you've done a good job making her feel attracted and she enjoyed having sex with you, then she's going to want more. So she will then usually text you or call you. Now, if she doesn't call you after 3 or 4 days or doesn't text you after 3 or 4 days, it's totally fine to send her a text and say, "Hey beautiful, how you doing?" That is a totally different experience for a pretty girl or a beautiful woman compared to what usually happens, right? If she gets to the point where she has sex with the guy almost always starts saying that he really likes her or loves her or wants to have a relationship with her, and then he blows her phone up with texts. Good morning, good night, how's your day going? Blah, 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 right? He's texting her all the time, he wants to see her every day, and so on. Now the thing is, you can date a pretty woman, have sex with her, and then immediately begin to push for a relationship and get that in some cases. You can do that, but it will be a totally different experience, right? It will be her letting you have a relationship with her. It will be her accepting that you're getting to be with her. It's a completely different dynamic compared to you're making her feel attracted when you're on a first date with her or second date with her. She really likes hanging out with you. You have sex. She's totally into it. She enjoys it with you. And then after sex, you're not blowing her phone up with texts. Or in person, you're not saying, "I love you. I want to have a relationship with you. You're the girl that I've been waiting for all this time," and so on. You're chilled out, right? She is feeling attracted. She feels like she wants to have a relationship with you. The words "I love you" are on the tip of her tongue, but she doesn't want to say it. She is hoping that when you and her part ways, that you're going to text her, that you're going to call her so she can see you again. Then she checks her phone on the way home. No messages. She wakes up in the morning. There's no good morning text. She goes to work for the day. No text there either. She gets home, she's watching Netflix, she's all alone, she's chilling out. No text from you. What's going on? Well, what's going on is that she's missing you. Right? She's going to be thinking about you. You made her feel attracted on the date. You connected with her. You had sex. She really enjoyed her time with you. But now you're not chasing her and trying to get her to commit to a relationship with you. So then she starts wanting to have a relationship with you. She starts feeling like she wants to get to have a relationship with you. You're beginning to create that dynamic. Number 2, let her be the one trying to get you to commit to a relationship and then eventually allow her that privilege. So as you continue to date her, have sex with her, and hang out with her, she will be waiting to hear that you want to be her boyfriend and you want an exclusive relationship. But when you don't say it, it will be on her mind, right? She'll get to the point where she'll eventually say, "Well, where is this heading? What does our relationship mean? What are we, just friends with benefits, or do you want something more?" Or she might say that she really likes you and she wants to be your girlfriend. She wants a committed relationship. She doesn't want you seeing other girls. She just wants to be with you. To give her the relationship experience that pretty much every beautiful woman wishes she could have, then just take it easy at that point, right? Don't immediately say, "Yes, all right, I'll commit to you." Right? Let her really want it. Let her feel lucky to be getting you into a relationship. So at that point, you can say something like, "Well, I enjoy hanging out with you. You're pretty, you're cool. Let's just see how it goes." Now think about it. In almost all cases, it's the pretty woman saying that to a guy, right? The guy is totally smitten with her, right? She's beautiful, she's sweet, she's friendly, she is exactly what he wants in a pretty girl, right? He's got the girl that he wants and he's trying to get her to commit to a relationship with him, like pretty much every other guy does when they meet a pretty girl or a beautiful woman and they get a chance with her. Yet in this case, the tables have turned. She is hinting at wanting a relationship or directly asking for it, and the guy is saying something like, "Well, let's just see how it goes. I enjoy hanging out with you, you're pretty, you're cool, but I haven't seen much of your cooking yet. Let's see how good of a cook you are." In almost all cases, if you've been doing a great job of making her feel attracted to you and she's enjoying having sex with you, then she is going to want to step up to the plate there and cook something for you to impress you, right? She is going to want to make sure that she is maintaining your interest and building up your interest to the point where she gets you into a relationship. And eventually you then say to her, all right, you and me are boyfriend, girlfriend, or all right, we're exclusive, it's you and me. And she's excited to be with you. She feels lucky to have gotten you into a relationship. Now with number 3 here, this is if you want to have a long-term relationship or marriage with her. Number 3, maintain that dynamic while also showing your love and commitment to her. There's a line in a relationship, right? There's a sweet spot where things work really well and it makes for a happy relationship for life. On one side of the line, the guy is making the mistake of trying to always impress his woman. He's trying to do everything for her. He's trying to be the best man that he could possibly be to hopefully, maybe, get her to truly love him, to love him in the way that he wants to be loved, to appreciate him in the way that he wants to be appreciated, to respect him, and so on. He's going to try and hopefully one day she will give him that love, respect, and appreciation. That's a crappy type of relationship to be in for the guy. It's not fun. And really, it's not that much fun for the woman either, because she isn't truly in love with the guy. She doesn't truly feel attracted to him and she doesn't truly respect him. Now, on the other side of the line is where the guy takes his woman for granted, right? He just doesn't give a crap, right? If she wants to be with me, good for her. I don't have to do anything, right? That there can work for a while, where a woman is trying really hard to hopefully one day get to the point where the guy loves her, respects her, and appreciates her the way that she wants to be loved, respected, and appreciated. But almost all women tire of that. And what usually happens is that the woman will eventually dump the guy. And it's often at a point where he is feeling emotionally weak, right? He's going through a difficult time in his life and he becomes weak, and then she dumps him and leaves him behind. So on either side of the line, a good relationship doesn't happen, right? The guy who is sucking up to his woman all the time, he often gets cheated on, or he ends up getting really angry at her and cheating on her to make himself feel better, whatever it may be. It's not a good relationship dynamic. But the sweet spot, now that's where it's at. It's a very particular type of relationship. It's where the woman feels lucky to be with her man, right? She wants to impress him. She wants to maintain his interest, but the guy also shows his love and commitment towards her. He also respects her and appreciates her, and she feels that. But she also feels as though she is lucky to be with him. She also feels that he could lose interest if she doesn't continue to impress him. He doesn't threaten her with that, but she gets the sense based on the type of man he is. By the way, if you enjoyed today's video and you're serious about mastering this area of your life, then I have 2 recommendations for you. The first recommendation is for the single men watching this video who want to easily attract women so they can get laid or get a girlfriend. My best ever techniques for that are in my ebook, The Flow, which is also available on audio. The Flow is the easiest way to get laid or get a girlfriend. It includes my best ever conversation starters, ways to keep conversations going and keep them interesting, how to make women instantly feel attracted to you as soon as you start talking to them, how to build up their attraction, how to make a woman want to contribute to the conversation and get something going between you and her, how to initiate physical touch in a way that she wants and welcomes, how to get her phone number, how to initiate a first kiss, how to initiate sex, and so on. The Flow is everything that you need to know to go from hello to sex with a woman that you find attractive. The second recommendation is for men who are in a relationship with a woman, or men who want to prepare themselves to have the type of relationship experience I was talking about in this video. The techniques in Make Her Love You for Life cause a woman to want to treat you well, to impress you, to maintain your interest, to build on your interest, to respect you and show you the appreciation that you deserve. Of course, it's not all one-sided though. You will also learn how to make a woman feel loved and appreciated so she only wants to be with you. It's up to you how you want to approach your dating life and relationship life with women, but I recommend that you put yourself in the position where women that you want to date will respect you, appreciate you, and want to be with you, and the woman that you decide to have a relationship with will respect you, appreciate you, and only want to be with you. That is a completely different life experience as a man compared to trying to hopefully get a girl to like you enough to give you a chance, or trying to get your girlfriend or wife to hopefully show you the respect and appreciation that you deserve if you put loads of effort into the relationship, right? That's a completely different life experience. You don't have to experience that, right? You can create a dynamic with women from the start and throughout an entire relationship where they respect you, appreciate you, and feel lucky to be with you. To help you understand why, just think about what an attractive woman usually experiences, right? It's usually the guy who feels lucky to be with her, right? He's usually trying his hardest to hopefully not stuff things up so he doesn't get rejected or doesn't get dumped. Yet you don't have to put yourself in that position, and what's more is that an attractive woman or a pretty girl doesn't want you to be in the position where you feel like you have to suck up to her and hopefully get a chance with her, or in a relationship do loads and loads of things for her to hopefully be respected and appreciated. Right? She doesn't want you to be in that position. She actually wants to be in the position where she feels lucky to be with you, where she feels that natural desire to impress you, maintain your interest, and build on your interest. She doesn't want to stuff things up with you.